Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Brandon, and I'm bringing you guys a throwback video. Going back to all the old games that has come out after, I guess, Black Ops 2. So everything that's came out on the newer gen systems, I guess current gen now. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I feel like every time a new game comes out, we go back to the old game and be like, you know what, that game's not too bad, but when the new game comes out, we're always like, this game is absolutely shit. And I just wanted to go back to the old games and just see what's good about them and why we thought they were also shit at the time. And I just kind of want to look over the games and see what we have then and kind of what we have now. So let's start with Ghost. Alright, so Ghost has 44 weapons. I didn't really count out which weapons were which. This is the first game I went to. It has 6 lethals, 6 tacticals, like secondary lethals, I guess. 35 perks, like that's a lot of fucking perks. There's 24 different kill streaks, and including those kill streaks, there are specialist kill streaks, which I fucking miss. I don't know about you guys, but that was in Modern Warfare 3, and then it came in Ghost, and I think that was the last Call of Duty games, the only 2 in the last 2 that had that in it. And you know what? There was fucking Extinction in Call of Duty Ghost, and Extinction was super good, in my opinion. I mean, it wasn't the best. I mean, Zombies, of course, is better, and everybody knows it. But it was so different, and I don't know. It was something that was unique at the time, and it was just like I still wish Infinity Ward would go back to it and adapt to that game mode, because I feel like they could have done more to it. And especially with Infinite Warfare when that came out, it took place in space and all that shit. I feel like they could have done more with that instead of going to zombies. I don't know, it's just my point of view on everything with that. But in all reality, I feel like Ghost had like the best hit detection out of every Call of Duty game that's ever came out. The only problem with the game is I felt like I had frame drops constantly, even for a new gen system. I don't know if it's just because the studio was going through a lot of problems at the time when it came out. If you guys did your research on the game, like when it came out and after it came out, people were always talking about shit like that, and that Infinity Ward, their studio was having problems, and a lot of people had quit. There was a small team working on the game, so Ghost had the smallest community of people working on the game, and I think it turned out pretty good, actually. I enjoyed the game when it was out. There's a few things I hated about it. It was just the maps was too big, and the quality of the maps it was just too foggy, and all the colors were kind of bland. But besides that, I think that the hit detection and the time to kill was actually pretty decent. But yeah, I would say that Ghost was a pretty decent game, and I don't know what you guys think, but yeah. So moving on to Advanced Warfare. Now, Advanced Warfare, this is Sledgehammer's first official game. They worked on Modern Warfare 3 back in the day. That's also when Infinity Warfare. Wow, who would have thought that would happen? So Infinite Warfare. That's when that company was going. That studio was having some problems. Was also going to take place during Modern Warfare 3 times, but also Ghost. So this is their first game that they came out with, and from what I've known, Activision wanted something completely different, because we were all complaining boots on the ground, and all this stuff was kind of boring. Well, we weren't really saying boots on the ground, but Titanfall was coming out, and Titanfall looked like it was going to beat Call of Duty that year. It looked like it was going to be the best game, and I fucking love Titanfall. I like Titanfall too. I didn't really play the first one because I didn't have an Xbox at the time. I'm a PlayStation guy. But this game, it was a weird fucking game. All right, there was quite a few different weapons in the game, like 12 ARs, 9 subs, 5 snipers, 5 shotguns, 6 heavies, and 3 specialists, and so on and so forth. And there was Clan Wars, and I wish Clan Wars had stayed. Yeah, I know, I just listed off what was in the game. But there had variants in this game, and that's what the problem was. So, you know what? Fuck Advanced Warfare. Now, Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was my baby. I fucking loved Black Ops 3. If I could get this game back, I would get this game back because this was like my favorite game at the time when it came out. I had smashed this game so hard. Like, I would say that I was Prestige 7 in a matter of a couple of weeks, it felt like. It's a lie. But, I mean, I hit Master on this game, and I kind of stopped playing around that time. But going back to it, it still just feels so good. Feeling like the new CODs and the change in the time to kill and everything like this, the Black Ops 3 had the best feeling for me. Even though the movement was, advanced movement, it felt so clean, and the maps were the best out of every new Call of Duty that has came out, in my opinion, at least. The only other one that I would say that had pretty decent maps besides Black Ops 3, and that would be World War II, maybe. But I feel like Black Ops 3 was the best game that has came out in the past, 6 years. Maybe since Black Ops 2, I would say. I don't know. I just feel like Black Ops 3 was the best game. And it was the game that Treyarch just felt like they put their most time into. Now, this game had a lot of things into it. It had a campaign. It had more to the campaign, like dealing with zombies after you beat the campaign. It had a nightmare mode. That's what it was called. It had a co-op campaign. There was zombies. There was more zombies. There was Dead Ops Arcade. There was free running. Then there was multiplayer with a shit ton of multiplayer maps. This game was full of just a bunch of shit you could do. They put so much time into this game, and it just felt great. So this game was the best game that has came out, in my opinion, in the last few years. There's one other game that I feel like comes close, maybe two, but yeah, this game was the best in my opinion. Now, Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare is a fucking weird game. I did not put much time into Infinite Warfare, probably because I played a lot of Black Ops 3, and then Advanced Warfare I also played a lot of. My account got reset on Advanced Warfare. Did I say Advanced Warfare? Yeah. So my account got reset on Advanced Warfare, and I was at least Prestige 6 or 7 on there, and then it reset, and I don't think I prestiged again. But I put a lot of fucking time on that game. So coming back to Infinite Warfare, I never even prestige once. I think I'm still I just got to level 50. I go back to it now, and I realized that this game wasn't bad at all. And I really wish I would have put more time into it, because this game had a lot of good qualities to it. The time to kill was really fast, and that's what a lot of people had to complain about it. But it had a lot to offer, and the movement system was what I think threw everybody off, and they didn't want to be in the future. So if this game would have came out this year, or maybe next year, instead of the year before, and if it would have been a standalone game instead of releasing with MWR, then I think this game would have been successful. At least that's in my opinion, because I feel like Infinite Warfare had a good chance, as long as they did everything right, like not releasing leaderboards 4 months down the line. I don't know. That's just my opinion, and yeah, it feels pretty smooth, and that's just going back to it nowadays. This game had quite a bit to offer also, but I didn't put much time into it, and now I really regret not doing it. But enough of Infinite Warfare. Let's get to my other favorite game, and that is Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, Modern Warfare Remastered is my favorite game ever, probably. Besides, going back to, the old gen systems, I would say that MW3, MW2, and Black Ops 1 were probably my favorite. Yeah, you guys are going to be like, why not Black Ops 2? I didn't really like Black Ops 2 much. But Modern Warfare Remastered just brought back so many memories of those old classic games. It felt so good. The hit detection was pretty decent, I would say. Raven did a really fucking good job on this game. And I really wish that, more people would still play it. I mean, the player count on this game is still pretty high, to this day. and it needs to be higher. I feel like I think there needs to be more updates to it. Maybe I don't know. Like I know they didn't want to do much to it because they were afraid that people would get mad. But this game just it feels so good, and I wish that there would have been a competitive scene to it. Like I don't even think they did game battles to this game really, besides like an off-scene game battle, so you could do on your phone. And that's one thing that Infinite Warfare also had. They had game battles in the game. Why didn't they do that in this game? This game was more balanced than Infinite Warfare, at least besides the M16. I believe that's the only like stupidly overpowered gun, at least in my opinion. Besides the DLC guns, they're pretty strong. But besides that, yeah, Infinite MWR is absolutely amazing, and I really feel that we need Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 Remastered coming back. I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like that would be the best choice of anything. Like, the trilogy would be just absolutely amazing. I don't know. I'm a fucking COD fanboy, so what do you expect? Now, World War II. World War II had so much to offer, which I really wish I would have noticed at the time. Because there's actually a lot more in this game that I really realized. And it's something that I didn't appreciate until I started playing Black Ops 4. And then I looked back at it and I'm like, man, if World War II was super good. And it had a lot. And a lot of things that I really appreciate that they did. Like Sledgehammer put a lot of time into it. And they really like kind of listened to the community like a lot. Like I don't know if you guys remember the 3-month or 4-month or some shit like that down the line when they rehauled the whole game. They did it again, I think, because I went back to it and there was so much new shit. There was classic shit, new maps that wasn't in the game before, and they weren't DLC. And just like this map that I'm playing on, it's like a little Nuketown, but World War II version, but it's not Nuketown. Like they just custom made this shit. I don't know. This game had a lot, and they had a lot of guns that wasn't like in the game at the start, but they came later on. They were DLC, but their supply drop system was actually good. Like it wasn't bad in my opinion, because you could do your daily rewards and you could do some other things to earn all the weapons that there was. There was like I forgot what it's called. It was more like contracts and stuff like that, and you could do those and you could get every weapon that has came out and every kind of variant. And I just liked how they did that. And the game just felt good. There wasn't super OP shit, and they balanced everything correctly. And you know what? The maps were good. It wasn't stupid. This game was a good game. Now, Black Ops 4. From going back and playing all the old games, like all the other Call of Duties that came out, and coming back to this game, and then just seeing what has changed. By the way, the game was updating when I did this, so if you hear voices in the background, yeah, that's this is just an older clip. But besides that, this game is really good, but really has some bad qualities to it. So the like the graphics are really good. I think the gunplay is pretty decent. The health is stupid. Why is it 150 health? That's one of my complaints. I like the guns. The specialists are stupid. Like going back to Black Ops 3, every specialist had had two abilities that you could do. Like you could switch back and forth between abilities. And then coming to this game, you only have one ability. That's it. Every specialist has one ability, and then you have your little tactical or lethal ability thing that you have. And I don't like that, because the lethal ability that you have is super strong in this game. Like a fucking seeker drone that almost guarantees you a kill. Like, I don't know. It just seems stupid. It seems like you're gonna constantly get a kill no matter what. Like, no skill. I don't know, it just felt like they didn't put as much time into this game, which is weird. But it has a lot to offer, like a lot more than most of the other games. It's really weird. Like, it has a battle royale, it has zombies, it has a lot of zombie modes, it has a lot of fucking maps. I think it has 17 maps just on the base game, not including DLC, because they already released bonus maps. And then they're already releasing like variant type of skins to the guns, but it's not making them OP. I don't know. I just wish they would come out with updates faster to this game, because this game could be so good, like so good. It could feel like Black Ops 2 again. And like I said, I didn't like Black Ops 2 that much, but Black Ops 2, if I went back to it, I would love the game. I just felt like there was a better Call of Duty out at the time, and that's why I played it, like Black Ops 1. But yeah, this game is good, but it also has the traits that make it bad, and it can be fixed soon. And the DLC comes out in like 4 days, so let's hope that it gets fixed. I don't know about you guys, but that's just what I think. So, yep, I'll see you guys in the next video. So yeah, peace.